Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for July 28th through August 3rd, 2014. So let's just take a moment to take a deep breath and really release and just relax. Release whatever's on your mind. Release any burdens or cares or concerns. And just really relax into the frequency, the energy that is surrounding you right now. And I just want you to place your mind or your attention to the light that is glowing within inside your inner being. And just feel the warmth of that light as it expands throughout your entire body, warming your body. And then notice as this light just fills the space around you. And just allow it to soothe you and to place your mind and heart now to logging in to Source. And any sensations or thoughts or ideas or visions that come to you is now information from your angels. And as you just continue to think that you're logging into Source, feeling that inner peace and affirming, I am that. I am. I am that. I am. I am peace. I am. I am joy. I am. And so let's just see what the energy is like for this week. And the angels are showing me the word love. And it feels like, and I'm seeing an automobile that carries several passengers. And so this week, it looks like you're going to be really doing a lot of legwork for others, where you're going to be sharing your love and possibly sharing this love through healing. I'm seeing the Archangel Raziel coming forward. And that you are going to be helping others through the work that you do. And it's a major part of your purpose. And as you are sharing this love, the abundance, you start to attract abundance. And you start to attract all the things that you need to fulfill your life purpose. And so what they're saying is that you don't have to worry about how to achieve your purpose. All you need to know is what your mission is. And your mission can be as simple as wanting to help others. Now, and Archangel Raziel is saying that if you've had a desire your entire life to just wanting to be an open and wanting to help others, if this simple message has been in your heart since you were very young, then you are a healer. Now, it doesn't matter what you do. See, a lot of people get very caught up on life purpose and then career. What am I supposed to be doing? And I know that I always had this as a child, and I'm sure others have. But whatever it is that you've had it's a very general idea, something very simple, and that's why you're not able to claim it or connect with it, because you think it has to be something more complicated. You think it has to be something very specific. But there's a freedom in the divine giving you such a general idea, because it allows you to understand that you can be happy doing so many things. There's so many things that you could do that would allow you to do this. You see? So then all you have to do is think about, then after you understand that you can be happy, and you will be happy, and abundance will flow for you once you are fulfilling this purpose. It's like this is the reason you're here, to shine your light, to shine this form of light into the world. If it's the desire to help others, and then from there you can then begin to narrow in on the ways that most give you, what am I trying to say? That gives you the opportunity to do that in the most beneficial way. And then you have a list that probably should be very short from that point, and where you can really begin to hone in. And how do you hone in? Not by the ego in your mind telling you, you got to do this in order to have this, in order to have, no. How you hone in is that you use your intuitive guidance. You use your feelings. Notice how you feel. Notice which one inspires you the most. Which one seems to cause you to feel the most fulfilled? Which one allows you to experience and share the profound love that the angels are saying right now? To share that most profound love within you, and on both sides, giving and receiving as you engage into this activity or career. And so they're saying that you have to listen to your feelings, listen to your heart, and you'll know. And then from there, don't ask the question, did I understand that? Don't doubt, don't question it. Just have faith, trust, and go. All right, let's take a look at the card for this week. And this card is the Archangel Raziel, and it says, take back your power. It says, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. And I love this card because he's just radiating. He's got his arms open. And so the sense I'm getting, the word I'm hearing is receive. So you have gifts. You have powerful gifts that God has given you. And it's that light that inspires others, and the light in things that inspires you. That inspiration is a resource of power, and it is also a reflection of your power, the power that God gave you. And so what they're saying is to receive your power. You don't have to do anything. He's not reaching out to grab anything. What he's doing is just opening his arms, opening his heart, opening his being to being totally receptive and not shutting it down. So when you question and doubt, you shut down, right? That's like closing your arms or blocking in a blocking position. So what you need to do in this week is just stay wide open, because so much information is coming through at this time, and it's specifically coming from your soul's ancient wisdom, all the knowledge and all the resources that you've collected over many lifetimes. It's ready to burst forward, just like this picture of Archangel Raziel for you. So this is not a time to hold back and doubt yourself or, questioning. Just to be open, just receive. I get a sense that you don't have to do anything to get this. So if you feel like you're having to work or put effort in making things happen, then take a moment to step back and receive. That feeling like you're pushing against something is guidance that you need to step back and receive. All right, so let's take a look at let me just tune in to see if there's any additional information. And yeah, so they're really showing me a chair, which means to relax, to be an observer this week is really what they're asking you to do. Be an observer and then let the action follow from your observation and based on what feels right to you. Okay, so you're being in the observer position, and then you will take action. But there's no rush. Observe, then take the appropriate action is what I'm getting from that. Let's take a look at the card for the beginning of the weekend. We're using the Angel Tarot. Both of these card decks are by Doreen Virtue, for those of you who are not aware, who may be watching this video for the first time. And so we have the Ace of Air. And the message on this card is, it says, brilliant new ideas and inspirations. Okay, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. So the Ace of Air is about communication, and it's about starting to a beginning. So, you may have been seeing the numbers 111, which is really talking about, or 1111 on your clock, and this is really talking about paying attention that things are manifesting for you right now very clearly, and to really be focused, be unified in your mind and body so that you are really aligning your thoughts with the energy that is available to you right now. And so this is very, very important that you pay attention to ideas and the ways that you're inspired, just like we were talking about just a few moments ago, and following those ideas and the inspiration. Note that this is guidance coming to you. This card also may be talking about you beginning to communicate or get your ideas out there, or that you may be formulating some new information that will take you to further stages in the progression of your work. So I get a sense, I'm hearing the word courage. So really have courage, trust yourself. This may be a new adventure for you, but go ahead and trust that that you're going to be able to be effective in the way that you communicate. Just channel the love that your angels give to you. Let me just tune into this card and see if there are any additional messages. So just seeing that there's going to be lots of opportunities for you to get perspective. So this information is going to give you perspective. They're also saying something about food. So what I'm getting is that you may need to pay attention to the foods that you're eating. I'm hearing sugar. So to cut down on the sugar, okay? And as it can be limiting your communication with your angels and causing you to kind of to be kind of low in energy, so that you really are not able to support your ideas. So anything with food that you've been getting hunches about correcting your diet, this is what they're saying is kind of blocking or limiting the clarity of information or the understanding of the information that you're getting. Okay. So they're also saying to exercise as well, to clear the channels of communication, and to also give you more confidence. You will feel as though you will feel less criticism. You'll feel less critical, and you'll feel more inspired. You'll feel more hopeful about the work or whatever it is that you're doing. They're also saying to pay attention to, those red flags when they come up. So that means if you feel like you're getting a red flag and it kind of means that you should not go there, then listen to that. Okay. They're also saying to spend time out in nature. Some of you who are connected with flowers energy, that you may want to work with that also to help clear your energy and to clear communications for yourself. All right, so let's take a look at the card for the middle of the week. All right, wow, and we have another air card. So the Page of Air. And speaking of messages coming through, so in the middle of the week, you may find that you may have to deliver some messages, is actually what I'm feeling. And that what you need to do is you need to be clear, direct, and honest. And know that when you don't try to find words. Just say what you're guided to say. Just speak your mind clearly. I get a sense that, and thinking of this, taking back your power, that you're afraid to say something, or you're needing courage or encouragement to speak up for yourself or to speak up for others or on behalf of others, depending on what the situation is. And that this is a bit of a challenge for you. Being a light worker and being a sensitive person, you don't want to, hurt other people's feelings. So you try to find better ways of saying things, or you try to find ways of avoiding saying things. But this is not working for you. It's robbing you of your power. And you're allowing your ego to talk you out of doing what's right for you. So what you really have to do is to trust and step into your inner source or sorceress and speak from this inner light. Speak from this power. Trust that the power of and the language of the universe of God is loving and compassionate and is clear, and that what you say, no matter how it comes across, or no matter what is said, that others will hear what they need, and that by you not saying it, you actually deprive them of the message or confirmation that they've been waiting for. So remember, you don't help people by doing for them or making things easy for them, because each one of us is here to help each other by playing out our roles and following our guidance. We allow them to fulfill their roles and to learn their lessons and to experience their own growth. So it's like we're actors on a stage, and if one actor is not doing his part and not playing his part the way it's supposed to be played, no matter how we may judge it as negative or positive, that sets up a lesson for us to learn, and vice versa. And if we don't do or say what we're supposed to do, then we deprive both of each other of our lessons, if this makes sense. Okay, let me just tune quickly into this card just to see if there's any additional information here. And so I'm just getting a sense that what you need to do is really ground, and that I'm seeing a very large book, a very thick book. There's just going to be a lot of healing information is what I feel. That's just going to open up the channels of communication for everyone and make things very, very clear. So trust this support, okay? Really get grounded and centered in your inner source or sorceress, okay? Let's take a look at the card for the end of the week. All right, so, and I'm just getting a sense of fiery, okay? So, 7 of Fire, and this card, okay, so it says, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. So, the first thing I'm getting is that even though this may be a week where things could get a little heated, that you're not to worry. You're in the advantage here. You're in the position of power. This is you. And you're going to rise above it all. You're going to be a leader. You're going to actually shift those others who you may feel as though you're fighting against them, but what you're actually doing is you're helping them. You're healing them. By standing in that power, this card is really affirming this. And 7 is a number of mastery. So this is really affirming that you are the teacher, the master teacher. And so you got to speak up. You got to have courage. And again, this card, she's holding a heart. You've gotta, be brave here. And you gotta trust. And yes, you may have to be a little tough. Like she's got those bear claws here. But what you're doing is going to set the stage for a huge shift for everyone that is involved in this situation. But first and foremost, know that love is also a fiery passion. And it is a fire that burns but does not consume. It's kind of like in the Bible, the burning bush with that Moses, when he spoke to God on the mountain. And so it's that same, we can trust this fire, this spiritual fire within us, this fire of mastery. Don't be afraid of your inner fire, this power. It will not hurt or harm anyone. You're going to see that everything is going to turn out well this week. It's going to be better than you could have ever imagined. It's just your anticipation of having to go through with it and being afraid because you have not had the example of, most of us haven't, of how we can use our divinity as a power to assert our divinity and see it not, be destructive. We're used to seeing people speak up, and then there is this, heated argument or discussion, and for most of us that's frightening. I know I don't like confrontations either, but when we learned to use our divine wisdom and power, we learned that it actually it's like a healing balm. So trust this, okay? Let me just tune into this card to see if there are any additional messages. So what I'm kind of seeing is I'm seeing a computer screen. So this is kind of weird. And then I was seeing a car and I'm seeing a tree. So I was seeing like a car on a very high heel. And what they're showing me right now is the number 7, which means, trust that you're on the right path. So I don't know if this has to do with some kind of work that you're doing, something that may be in a job where you're working with computers, maybe some kind of project you're working on. Possibly you could be traveling somewhere or trying to move in a different direction, and that in order to hold this thing together, there has to be some some focus, some kind of central focus for all the different ideas and where you're getting the information from. You may want to really sense that, maybe there's some resources there, but I get a sense that this just is like something in a business in particular, although in general, what else I just said before that, but maybe there's something specific about some kind of business project where, you're traveling and bringing different people around the world. You're working with people who are in different places, and you're kind of like, using the internet to communicate. And so you're feeling kind of a disadvantage, or you're feeling like something's not getting across. And the idea is that what you need to do is be very centered, step into your role of leadership to, and if there's something that you need to say that will correct the situation, that you're sitting back and you're not saying it because everybody's in different places and you don't know how to be effective in bringing some kind of, to make the situation more cohesive or more coherent, then you're the one that needs to speak up, okay? And that's all I can say about that. All right, let's take a look at the card that is from the bottom. And wow, look at this. So we had this card last week in the middle of the spread, the Empress card and the Archangel Gabriel. And I was really going to say that here we are another week really talking about communication again. And so here Archangel Gabriel appears. And what I'm guided to say again is, as I'm hearing this, is that as you nurture your creativity. So in all of this that's going on with communication, at the heart of all of what you're trying to communicate is your creativity, and that you need to nurture that. That's where your power lies, in your creativity. So focus on, get away from the negativity and focus on your creativity and communicate those ideas. Express yourself, express your individuality, because when you are open and you're giving birth to this, you begin to experience and attract the abundance that pertains to you and that you've been dreaming and hoping and waiting for. And you shift, so I also get a sense like this week you're going to be kind of like the Empress, kind of like you're playing a role of mother, so to speak. But like a goddess, leading, guiding, with this profound love. So, you're going to be clear, you're going to be direct, but you're going to be nurturing. You're going to be nurturing. And the way to help others is to bring out their talents and their gifts. Find ways of nurturing that within them. And this usually will dissolve the harshness that you may be experiencing, or the trouble you may be experiencing in this expressing or communicating. So that's just one thing that comes to me. Let me take a moment to tune into this card and see if there are any additional messages. Yep. So what I'm really just seeing is you being a nurturer. You sharing that love that we were talking about at the beginning. That love, the love that you have, is in abundance, and it nurtures others as well as yourself. It brings a harmony, and that's the feeling I'm getting to the whole week, a sense of harmony. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and thank everyone who I have had private readings with this week and recently. And if you would like an angel reading to get more insights into your life, or whatever areas they are, you can contact me through my webpage, theangelschool.com, which you will find in the description link below. And I look forward to hearing from you as well on Facebook and Twitter, and reading your comments on YouTube. I thank you all for your comments and your likes. on both all of the networking systems. So until next week, angel blessings to you.